Ryan says, Dutch, I've been watching some Smoky Mountain Wrestling and I'm curious. Why on earth did Jim Cornette push Tim Horner so strongly in the early days? He was a mediocre wrestler and a terrible promo. Dutch, what do you think?
A terrible promo. He wasn't that good. No, he was. He could not talk if his life depended on it. He just couldn't do it. And why did he push him? You know, you're not the what was this guy's name?
Ryan.
Ryan, you weren't the only one who ever thought that. I used to sit at the table doing commentary with Bob Caudle, who's the play-by-play guy, and I would wonder to myself. I never said anything about it on commentary, but I would say, I don't get it. Why? Because I don't think he could sell you one ticket. It may have kept you from selling a ticket, but I think when Jimmy first went there, I had heard that Horner was one of the investors, which kind of answered my question, but that's not true. What it was he's from there, and if Jimmy needed something, Timmy was Tim could go and get it done, or know who could get it done. But he wasn't really from Knoxville, but he was right outside Knoxville. So he was very, very dependent on Tim for a while, till I think Tim got teed off at Jimmy for not pushing him more and brought it up to Jimmy. And Jimmy has a really quick temper, and he can get hot real quick. And so he got mad at Tim. And from then on out, it was eggshells around Cornette and Horner. When they would get together, you could tell they did not like each other. They didn't talk. They didn't nothing. And doing the TV tapings, they would kind of stay away from each other. And, so you knew something was going on, and it had to be more than business. I think it turned into more or less a personal issue. So, and that's why he pushed him. But I think what he did to keep him still helping the promotion, Jimmy would put him on TV every now and then and give him a win.
My theory is that he knew that Tim Horner wouldn't be picked up by WCW or the WWF. So he's kind of just like a safe person to keep on television and give wins to. Because I think when Smoky Mountain first opened, they had the big tournament for the first champion. They had people like Paul Orndorff there. And you knew that Paul Orndorff wasn't going to be sticking around or was going to be too expensive. But then someone like Tim Horner, who's local, he's going to work for cheap, that kind of thing. I figured that's why Tim Horner was figured in the booking more than he would be in another promotion, maybe.
Well, and that entered into it too, because Tim, I don't think he ever was pushed in any territory, and maybe he was always like a baby face. I couldn't imagine him as a heel, because he didn't affect me that way. But yeah, that was I don't think they pushed him that much. They did an angle or two with him and Dirty White Boy, and I think that was it. Is all they did, and that wasn't for long. That was about maybe 3 weeks to a month, and then they dropped it.
Wasn't his nickname White Lightning? White Lightning Tim Horner.
Yep, White Lightning. That was him.